Assalamu alaikum students. Welcome to your science class. Today we're going to learn about rainforests.
Today's topic is what do you know about rainforests? Okay, learner's book, page number 128. So today we are going to learn a lot about rainforests. So before we get started, quickly tell me, what do you know about rainforests? Are you even aware of the word rainforest? Yes, good to know. So you know what are forests and you're relating it to the rainforest. Okay, very good, very good. So basically, rainforests are very thick and dense forests. They are not like your regular jungles or your regular forests, but they are very much more denser. Okay, they're quite denser and they have a lot of trees in the rainforest. Okay, so rainforests are basically very important for all the human beings, animals, insects, and birds to survive. It plays a very vital, very vital role in humans' life. Okay, so quickly, just let's go through the topic. Before I go through the learner's book topic, I want to show you what a rainforest is, what are the different layers of a rainforest, what kind of animals live here, and I'm going to give you a little more briefed up information about all of this. Okay, so let me reshare the screen with you as we get started. So I'll quickly share the pictures, and according to the pictures, I'm going to explain the topic to you, inshallah. So the first picture that you see here is a rainforest. This is a more vivid picture. Yes, do you see this? This is a picture clicked from the top of a rainforest, okay, more like from a helicopter or something. And you can look that no matter how far you see, there are only trees and trees and trees. Do you sight anything else in this picture? Yes, very good. So you're telling me there are only trees and there's some water, which is nothing but rivers flowing by. Yes, very good. But you do not see any kinds of houses, any kinds of skyscrapers, any kinds of buildings, right? You do not see all of these in rainforest because these are thickly dense forests filled with trees. Only trees, and also there are some tribal people that live here. Let's not go to that part yet. We'll only stick to the rainforest, the animals, birds, and the products that we receive from rainforest. Okay, the resources basically. So basically, this is the picture of rainforest. This is an Amazon rainforest, which you guys are quite aware of. And yes, because you're quite aware of, I chose this picture. So now this is how the rainforest looks from the inside. Okay, so as I told you that there are different layers of a rainforest. Let me quickly show them to you so I can explain it in detail. Now look at this picture. These are the 4 layers of a rainforest. The topmost layer, please follow my cursor, it is the emergent layer. The topmost layer is the emergent layer. The second layer is the canopy layer. Okay, so when we talk about the topmost layer, the emergent layer, and then we move to the canopy layer, which is the second layer, and then moving to the next layer, that is the understory layer. The understory layer, and the final layer, that is the forest floor. Okay, so these are the 4 layers of a rainforest. And I want you guys to repeat after me. Please quickly tell me the 4 layers of the rainforest: emergent layer, canopy layer, understory layer, and the forest floor. Very good. Now I will quickly describe each layer for you and I'll tell you some quick points. So please make a note of it. At the end of the class, I'm going to question you about it. Okay, and I want everyone to listen to me very carefully. So let's talk about the emergent layer, okay, which is the topmost layer, okay, and it is the highest layer where you will find the tallest trees. Okay, here this layer is filled with the tallest trees. It's basically the topmost layer, okay, and this layer, because it's the topmost layer, you can see the trees here. This layer receives the highest amount of sunlight, okay, and it is high in temperatures and it also receives very strong winds because it is the topmost layer. And here you can find different kinds of animals and different kinds of birds, especially. You know why birds? Yes, because it is the topmost layer. Yes, and birds like to fly, and birds usually fly, because of which they are found here. Okay, and you can also find different variety and different kinds of animals and birds here. Now moving to the second layer, I'm definitely going to show you pictures about the animals, so I don't want to mix it up. Okay, so let's move to the next layer, that is the canopy layer. You can see in the picture, the canopy layer trees are quite shorter compared to the emergent layer. Yeah, yes, because they are comparatively a bit shorter compared to the emergent layer, but these also are very dense. Okay, these trees are also quite dense. They are filled with leaves, and they also have a lot of tall trees, but compared to emergent layer, they are a bit shorter and they get a lot of sunlight as well, but it is quite filtered because of the emergent layer. Do you understand me, kids? Do you have any doubts in the canopy layer, in the emergent layer? No, very good. Okay, now here you will find a lot of animals, a lot of animals, like the monkeys, the sloths, the toucans, owls, and many more kinds of animals. Okay, these are the kind of animals that you find in canopy layer. Now we'll move to the next part, that is the understory layer. If you guys want me to repeat or slow down, please let me know. I want you to be very clear with me about that. Okay, now moving to the next layer, that is the understory layer. The the understory layer, it is beneath the canopy layer, which you can see in the picture very carefully, that it is beneath the canopy layer. This layer is comparatively darker because both the layers on top have filled with trees, right? They are filled with dense trees, because of which the understory layer receives comparatively less sunlight, because the emergent layer and canopy layer are covering the understory layer. It is quite darker here. It is quite humid and warm also, and it receives little amount of sunlight. Okay, it actually receives quite a little amount of sunlight only. And here you will find different kinds of animals. Again, it is quite darker. You will find different kinds of shrubs here, different kinds of shorter trees, different kinds of leaves, and many much stuff. And you also find a lot of animals living here. Now moving to the last layer, that is the forest floor. Okay, this particular layer, you see this, the forest floor. When we say floor, the name itself says it is somewhere near in the land. Okay, it is the land area, that is the forest floor. Now what happens in the forest floor? Yes, it is the most bottom layer of the four layers. Okay, now this particular area, tell me, does it receive a lot of sunlight? No, very good. So this is the darkest and the dampest layer, okay? Because it is the last layer and it is at the bottom. What happens here? You do not receive very much sunlight. It is very much darker here comparatively, and it receives very little sunlight, almost like no sunlight. Do you understand? That's how it is here. And here you will see a lot of animals again, and you'll see a lot of plants here. The kind of plants that you see here are like mushrooms, ferns, and also like large leaved plants, okay? And the kind of animals that you see here, I'll quickly tell you once we move to the next image, because it's quite easy for you to understand when you look at the picture. Okay, so let me just go through for you. Now, these are the four kinds of layers that you find in an Amazon forest. The topmost, yes, emergent layer. The next, good, canopy layer. Moving to the next one, that is understory layer. Very good, kids. And the final layer is the forest floor. Did you understand this much? Yes, very good. Very good that you understood. Now moving to the animals that are found in these forests. Okay, so here you can see the picture is divided into four layers again based on the layers of the rainforest. So in the emergent layer, you will see a lot of birds, you will see a lot of insects that can fly, and you can also see you can also see different kinds of birds that fly here. Okay, that is on the topmost emergent layer because it is at the top. Moving to the next layer, that is the canopy layer. Here, there are different kinds of mammals also living on trees. You know, the kind of mammals like monkeys, like sloths. Okay, these kind of animals who jump from one branch to another. Yes, that kind of animals live here. Yes, and what else can you see in the picture? Yes, you can see an owl, you can see a toucan. This is a toucan, okay? The black colored bird. This is a toucan. So these kind of animals live in the canopy layer. Now moving to the next layer, the understory layer. Tell me a bit about the understory quickly. Very good. Yes, very good. So this layer comparatively receives very little sunlight. Yes, and it's a bit darker, and there are quite shorter trees, more like shrubs and herbs present here. Yes, very good. Very good. And you can see different kinds of animals in the understory layer, more like chameleons, iguanas, green snakes, bats, tree frogs, different kinds of frogs and toads, and all of the other stuff you can see in the understory layer. Okay. Now let's move to the last bit, that is the forest floor. The forest floor is the bottom layer I told you. And yes, is it very bright or dark? Very good. It is quite dark and damp here. Actually, very dark and damp here. Okay, and very few plants grow here. Now, here what happens is most of the fungi grows here. Okay, most of the decomposed animals are present here, because of which most of the fungi also grows here. And you can see that there are different kinds of animals like the ants, the beetles, and there are many dangerous animals also living in the forest floor, like the jaguars, the cheetahs, the lions, tigers, and also many of the other wild animals living in this forest floor. Okay, did you understand this much? Do you have any doubts in this? No? Very good. Okay, this is how the forest floor looks like. Okay, more like this. It's quite darker, it's quite damper here. Do you understand? Now tell me, after all this, why do you think rainforests are important for us? Are they really important? I mean, there are just some animals and insects and birds living there. Why do you think they're so important for us? Yes, very good, because there are a lot of trees present there. And what do the trees do for the human beings? What do they give the human beings? Yes, the trees provide a lot of oxygen to the human beings, to the animals and other living organisms. Very, very, very good. Okay, so Amazon rainforests are a great source of fresh oxygen because they release a lot of fresh oxygen. While they release fresh oxygen, what is one gas they also take in, which is quite dangerous for the human beings? Very good. It's carbon dioxide. They take in a greenhouse gas called carbon dioxide. We've already studied about plants, and the gas that they take in is carbon dioxide, which is not good for our health, right? So they absorb a lot of carbon dioxide and they release fresh oxygen for the humans and animals. And they are a great source of home to the different species of animals. You will see very rare kinds of species of animals living here. Okay. And they provide a lot of home to these kind of animals living here. Also, they provide a lot of natural resources like the medicines. They provide so many vegetables, so many fruits, so many other resources like the rubber and many other things that can be used from the rainforest. That's why they are a greatest source. Okay. Do you have any doubts still here, or do you want me to repeat something? You can quickly tell me. No doubts? Okay, good. So I'm going to quickly stop sharing this. I'm going to ask you one more very important question. That is, these days, rainforests are in quite danger. Okay, they are in quite danger. Why do you think they're facing this kind of danger? Why are they in danger at the first place? Can any one of you tell me? Yes, very good, very good. Yes, because of pollution. Very good answer. Number one is pollution, of course. Different kinds of pollution like water pollution, air pollution, soil erosion, soil pollution. All of these kinds of pollutions are ruining the rainforest. The second one, yes, no problem if you guys are not able to answer. I'll help you out. The second one will be deforestation. I'm sure you guys know what's deforestation. Yes, cutting down of trees for personal uses or for making out some resources from them or any other thing. Cutting down of trees. Yes. Very good. And then what else? What else is the problem? Why is it in danger? Yes, very good. Tell me. We finished. We finished pollution. We finished cutting down of trees. Yes. Yes. Animal hunting also. Very good. Very good. All of these are the reasons for danger in rainforest. Okay. The rainforests are facing such kind of danger. Now, how can we fix this problem? How can we fix this particular problem? Because we need rainforests. Like you said, you agreed with me that rainforests are very important for us. So this problem has to be fixed. How can we fix it? Very good. We reduce the pollution. Very good. We reduce the different kinds of pollution. Very good. We grew a lot of trees. Yes. We stopped deforestation basically. Yes. Okay, I'll help you with the other stuff. Okay, so what you can do is you can reduce using the resources that come from the rainforest. I know we cannot completely stop it because it's not okay to stop it. We definitely need these resources, but we can reduce the usage. Instead of wasting them, we can use them very wisely and smartly, right? In this way, we can help the rainforest grow much better for us, right? Yes. And then we can also avoid a lot of plastic usage and also do the 3 R's method. Yes. Reduce, recycle, reuse. Very good. This 3 R's method will definitely help in saving the rainforest. Okay, very good. Now, quickly tell me, do you guys have any doubts still here? Do you want me to repeat something? No? Very good. Okay, so I hope there are no doubts, like you said. I want you to quickly revise this at home. Once you are done with all your classes, sit back and revise. I hope you've understood the chapter. Yes, very good. So that's it for today, kids. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the next class. I'll see you later then. Jazakallahu khair. You may leave the class. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.